LimeNotLemon, another episode of Rock, Paper, Scissors with Ziggy Zig and that guy Griff.
Woo!
Joining us, as always, is UCMOP.
Who?
And Ziggy Zig. And the first game is on Deadless Point.
Is this a new map?
Yes.
It's one of the new ones, yes.
I see shiny red things.
It's the background image.
Weird texture. No, in the map.
I know.
Lights or something.
Somebody's pointing a laser pointer through Grant's window.
Yeah.
Stop playing StarCraft.
Lights. By the ramp.
Oh, I can...
Things.
Orbital command centers can call down mules. Does that mean I'm Terran?
Expanding to a new resource location early in the game is risky, but the extra income is helpful.
Spoiler alert. Those things actually do call what you're going to be.
Mine just talked about expanding.
Spoilers, this game is not going to end well for someone.
No, definitely not. But I'm just kind of curious about that. So playing random, you do have a shot at getting to know what the what race you're playing.
I think that might just be...
It could have just been a fluke.
Correlation does not imply causation.
Oh, so Griff's got his smart pants on today, it seems.
I spent the morning
He is an
I spent the morning reading textbooks, so yes.
You have not enough minerals.
Oh.
You have not enough minerals.
Crunka-lunka dunkity darm guards.
Wasn't there only 2 starting points on this?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
A...
Right.
Ginaga shnaga. There we go. And we'll set that up as this.
So the game isn't really interesting right now, so...
yeah, thanks for not talking. That's really helping.
Hashtag actual problems. Snowstorm coming on Wednesday.
I've heard something like that.
Yeah, 20 plus centimeters of snow plus winds. A month ago we had a snowstorm, and guess when I rescheduled my dentist appointment?
Is that the one you were talking about? Because how can you be sure we're going to get a snowstorm? You were weeks ahead on that.
Well, the Weather Network last week predicted it would be a storm, and then they did their thing where they said, like, oh, 20 centimeters of snow, and the next day they're like, sunny with clouds. And then today it's like, no, really, 20 centimeters, and Environment Canada said special advisory. So it's happening for serious.
Herp derp.
Yeah.
Stuff is on.
Oh, absolutely. Not much stuff is on in-game.
No, of course not.
Seeing...
Seriously, what do you want from us?
Just,
Competent play? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, someone, for example, may have stuck something outside the base and it can't get back inside.
Minor detail.
Seeing pretty familiar play so far.
AKA standard race openings.
Mhm.
Oh, I gotta keep building workers. Why don't I automatically have workers?
I know where that
Don't
is.
forget to expand early in game.
Yeah, well, it said it was risky. So I'm making sure I have some.
Now hedge your bets.
And I can't do anything there.
So
Oops.
now Griff knows Zig is Terran. Vice versa.
Well, I knew that from his discussion of it.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking about a snowstorm.
He does raise a valid point.
So there's actually sirens on the map that make a faint noise if you hover near them, and it's kind of
I hate it when things like that, yeah. Just occasionally, yeah.
Are those the flashing red lights you thought you saw?
No, it's there's like a strobe light in another one. Like, for example, the Stargate that Ross just found is a strobe light that is making a siren.
Hey there! Death! Death to you! Oh,
Ross is not supposed to have found that.
we're gonna win!
So, Mr. Zig wisening up.
I got
Good scouting there.
really lucky just there.
You have not enough minerals.
That was definitely a second choice building placement.
Yeah, that was not quite as fast as I was expecting.
No, I was going slower. But it was also,
However, the probe does.
Oh yeah, he'll eventually win that. That'll totally happen. Can I get rid of this? Can I get one of these? Hey, hey.
You have not enough minerals.
Oh, I forgot to. Alright, well, fair enough. That's cool. Didn't I put.
You have not enough minerals.
I think there's something very thematic about how you put that Stargate next to the warning siren.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
danger.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
I'm interested to see. Last week we saw the best Terran play so far from Zig.
Really?
Well, in the game that we played,
I
that
don't
2v2.
fully recall any of that, but alright.
But can he carry that forward this week? Does the lack of the Stargate leave a crucial opening? Can he catch the superior Protoss player off balance? Question mark. Runs by the LabBot 1X.
That'll happen.
And he finds an expo, depended by only 2 zealots. And
That means
great
something's gonna
job.
fly in
He
very
has-
soon.
He has Marauders this time. Very proud. Force field. Is he going to go for the workers or the Nexus?
Base is under attack.
both.
Not enough minerals.
So Griff may lose the unless he gets a lot of reinforcements quickly. Looking like the Stargate definitely threw off timings and build, of course.
Not enough energy.
And he does have quite a bit of infantry at his front door now.
We
The question is, how many of these does he have?
Force field goes down.
I'm unsure.
That's not
I'm,
gonna
un- I'm
And
unsure.
it looks like
Not enough.
No,
the
get
Mo goes
destroyed.
down. It looks like this is going to be an upset for the ages, but
There it is.
Photon
Get shot,
overcharge
get shot, get shot.
doesn't-
Okay, down the hill, down the hill, down the hill.
complete.
Griff on the ropes right now. In the shocking turn of
Let's right
events
here.
that no one could have foreseen. Thanks to the lack of balance patch, that photon overcharge is going to last a long time, which Russ SG2 is very upset about.
Can we get in? Still! Go to hell! Oh, that looked good. That looked promising.
Reinforcements slowly streaming across the map now. Couple set weapons with another immortal, but the Marauders are gonna.
Yay!
Oh,
I was just about to go
An
back and
upset
get
for the
those
ages.
medevacs that I forgot.
Game 2, we have UCMOP versus Ziggity Zig. Ziggity Zig seeing if he can possibly, for the first time ever, go undefeated.
I think I did it once
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
with some really crap play.
It's not often, though.
Well, just like every other.
Oh no, it's rare. Tis a rare occurrence.
So we'll see if he can go undefeated here. Or if UCMOP will be in fact OP. We can look forward to about 3 minutes of action.
Oh, nice guy, like T-Pain again.
Griff Skype just did some serious max headroom right there.
No,
Yeah.
all of Skype did. Everybody did.
Okay. Well,
The good news is we're watching my feed, so it'll sound like you guys screwed up.
all right, fine. Let's do that. Hacks.
So, gosh, what do we have here? All right, so we're gonna see 3 minutes of action. We're gonna see 5 minutes of army massing up because this is Ziggy versus OP.
You know what? I don't like your tone.
So right
gonna
now
sort
we
you
are
out
gonna
next time.
cut to the 7-minute mark. All right, 7-minute mark. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining the game. Meanwhile, absolutely nothing has happened.
What you've missed is some network related issues, some robots being blown, some compliments being handed out.
One of these.
Some commentary on things, including this over this. This is just very strange.
Is there not a dude?
This is not shaping up like the normal UCMOP versus Ziggity Zig matchup normally does. All right, see you at the 12-minute mark. All right, everybody, welcome to the 12-minute mark. You haven't missed much commentary. I haven't really said much. Nothing much has happened. You'll find that everything looks pretty much the same as at the 8-minute mark when I said see you at the 12-minute mark. We're not going to do any more major jumps because I feel like we didn't. Hopefully, fingers crossed, won't need any more major jumps. StarCraft might just occur.
Sorry.
That's a bold choice. Interesting choice. Not really sure its purpose. Oh, a scan has occurred. Okay. That scan's flashed on a referee's map. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just observers. Another one there. I wonder if they're in a hotkey group. Some, but not all. That's a wise choice. Might want to consider that as well, but I don't know if he's going to. So let's see what these people can see.
Oh dear.
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah, you just told me about that, didn't you? Just a second ago.
Well done.
Our forces are under attack.
He goes in for the scout. Gets repelled by something. A widow mine. We got quite a bit in the bank here. Ziggy is apparently muling hard, but not necessarily
Cheeky.
producing. Although I don't know. Standard play all around. That. And then I should see all that go into... Yeah. That's about... Oh! Surprise Ravens! Queen, not really sure what to do. Here come the links. Let's see what happens. This could be dangerous. UCMOP reacts strongly to the presence of auto turrets, but Ziggy delays that push in a way that's gonna timing based. There's no medevac. I don't see any stim happening. It seems that a lot of Marines have died, which could prove a problem with the mutas. There's a medevac. There was a medevac. And another. Here we go, charging into the doorway. Let's see, does Ziggy Zig have what it takes to hold this?
No.
He's attacking with auto turrets a little bit everywhere. Those ravens are retreating. Widowmine does some damage to the mutas. The roaches are chewing through the production. It seems that the Zerg force has overwhelmed the front door. We'll see if he has
I'm not even looking up there anymore.
any surprise Thors, maybe. He's engaging in some sort of Raven-based...
I made Thors, totally.
I don't know. I'm trying to make this commentary exciting. There's a lot of Ravens down here. Engaging in a Raven-based base race. Probably won't win.
No, I don't think I'm not sure how many... You over here?
That's still
auto
much
turrets
better.
actually add up to quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, they do, but...
I think I needed more. I wasn't quite...
the problem is he lost some Ravens to your one spore crawler.
The watermelon battle. Because watermelons have incredible internal strife. It's
Have you
a
ever
big
talked
thing.
to watermelon? Maybe
It's
they
well
do.
documented.
Well, they're infertile these days.
The fact
All
that
these
we've just
watermelons
said it.
being made without seeds, of course they're frustrated.
The fact that we've just brought it up has made it 100% more well documented than it already was. So we're just spreading the word. Game 3 between UCMOP and that guy Griff over here on Heavy Rain. Yet another new map for Season 1 of 2014's ladder. Oh, I believe I am the only one who has played a match of 2014 Season 1 ladder. 1v1 at
I have
least.
not.
Yes, you would be.
I'd be it. All right, well, fair enough. Let's get the nameplates up here. Let's get the production tab. Have a look at some stuff that's going on. I keep forgetting who is who because you're both not. I mean, unless it's a PvP, I'm not used to what I'm seeing. I'm like, well, who's what? Where's the? What were you the? Luckily, Griff is a go-to for green, so I can find green on the map, and that's pretty easy. Apart from that, it's kind of hard to find me sometimes. Ooh, little spiffy maneuver down there. If you can see, a little debris over there. Ah, the old spiffy maneuvers. We should change our guild name to that. And then we can all have nicknames like Backflip.
So when I was in Calgary, one night when I was walking down the street, I met a guy, and he looks at me and he says, "I'm a professional free runner." Should I
Just
should I
apropos of nothing?
No, yeah,
Out of the blue?
So wait, that's not it. He says, "I was wondering if I could do some backflips in front of you." At that point, I walked away because I figured it was going to be for money.
That type of guy.
Oh, so he wanted money to do backflips.
Yeah, like he was busking, but his go-to was, "I'm a professional free runner."
Oh dear. Oh no.
See, I would accept it. You could be a professional free runner. If you go up to people and say, "Dude, can I show you some cool stuff?" That's an okay intro. Or want to see something cool. Or I bet you I can backflip over that Toyota over there. You know? That's a bit better than, "So I'm a professional at this." Just to let you in on that before I do anything cool.
Yeah.
I think you need to...
But I imagine he probably does backflips on the street, and then people are just like, "Cool move, bro." But they don't give him the money, because they're like, "Well, I've already seen the backflip. Why would I give you any money?"
There was that. Most buskers I've seen, they kind of have the thing out, and if you like what you saw, then you put some money in there. I'm a firm believer in the post payment.
I don't
method.
think you have a lot of experience with backflip buskers.
Don't I, Max Headroom?
I don't think you do.
Oh, probably not. Not of the backflipping kind. I've seen fire juggling unicycle riders, which
Yeah, that's what I figured.
I know they are a dime a dozen, but it is still pretty impressive because I cannot juggle. Not at which, I can juggle vaguely, but not to that kind of degree of skill. So you yawn.
Oh, am I really been sitting there like that? Like an idiot?
You are a little bit, yeah. But you yawn at a person who says, "Oh, I'm going to juggle." You're like, "Yeah, whatever." And "I'm going to juggle 7." You're, "Oh, I've seen that a million times before, whatever." But when you get around to actually trying it yourself, I can't juggle 7. It is an impressive feat. And yet, since you have seen it so many times before, you're not it's just not gaining your or holding your attention. Now, on the subject of random dudes coming up to you, there was this guy. Grant may have run into him. In fact, you both may have run into this guy. He kind of was around town throughout the summer, and he apparently had moved here from somewhere out west. But the reason he moved here because he was into extreme, hardcore, UFC style fighting, where it's not just the mixed martial arts; it's mixed martial arts with weapons.
What?
Oh yeah,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
And he explains this to you. Well,
What?
okay, first of all, he jumps out in front of my car, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not going to hit this pedestrian." And he jumps out and he says, "Can you give me a lift down the hill?" Luckily,
Oh my god!
Luckily, we live in a small town, so I just said, "Fine, whatever," so that you don't hurt yourself more. So I will just give you a quick ride down the hill. Then goes on to explain how he's new in town and he's just trying to get down the hill to see his girlfriend who he moved here for, and he's in this mixed martial arts weapons league, and that's why he's moved here to try to start something like this up. But the reason I haven't heard about it is because it's super, super secret. And because,
first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
Well, he's really bad at Fight Club. This dude was atrocious at Fight Club, and he kept telling me, "Yeah, so it's kind of dangerous, so we have to keep it really, really secret, so not a lot of people know about it, but you probably know about it. So I'm definitely involved in it, and it's a big thing, and it's really going to start growing." I'm like, okay, first of all, do not try to tell me that I have not heard of something, should not hear of something. It is a total secret, and oh, by the way, let me tell you all about it. He did not seem to be fully in charge of his mental faculties.
Well, he's probably got, beamed in the face quite a few times.
That's what I'm thinking. Or, well, not just beamed. Oh, man, you think you go to a mixed martial arts with just, blunt weapons? No, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't know mixed martial arts.
Don't tell
with
me,
with
Ross,
extreme
what I do.
hardcore weapons. They're all like, hold on. I'm fairly certain.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh yeah, we got to reveal on both sides. I'm not talking about the game at all. I don't care. So
This is really not going.
so this dude, and he just continues to explain to me about this mixed martial arts thing, and I don't think he was busking, so he didn't ask for any money. He got out of the car. I was happy for him to leave. I mentioned this story to the wife, and she says, "Oh yeah, I gave him a lift the other day. He jumped out in front of the car."
No wonder he's just like he's living in a hedge next to you.
He is. He's living in a hedge, and he's. I would actually enjoy that if he jumped out of a hedge every day and had a different origin story. I would be greatly excited about things like that. There's a scan. Where'd that scan go? Oh, there it is. All right, so he does get a bit of an idea as to what's going on. He's dat base there, so he knows that Griff has at least this second base, because I think based on his initial scans, yep, just knows that there's hatcheries. Oh, I couldn't even see the... Your overlords are hidden in the foliage! Well done choosing the color green on this map. Can't find your overlords. Meantime, let's look over here at the Control A map. That is intriguing. Shift C, kind of predictable. The production tab is, whew, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on up here. Ooh, that changed. That changed, and it looks like... I don't know if this is a defensive posture or this is an offensive posture, but hopefully we'll find out pretty soon, because I'm all out of mixed martial arts with hardcore weapons stories.
What?
For now, I'm sure I'll be able
take
to come up with one if something doesn't happen within like the next few seconds, so we'll see what happens here. And luckily, we've got a little bit of a battle going on in here. We've got the speedlings moving in, but they are getting easily chewed up by these bio units, so that did not really last all that long. We've got 33 units killed in that initial kamikaze run there. And oh, look who's late to the party. Oh, I guess I'll just go home. I guess I'll just head back. Oh, you guys didn't want me there? Okay. Hold on. Here's a very eager young space cadet is moving out here saying, "Oh, guys, it's okay. I'm going to check and see if there's anybody else around." Uh-oh. I do not see pleasant things for... No! Oh, that was a no! It's so much to live for. And these cool-ass roaches hanging out in Confident Land Box Country. Box Canyon Confident Land? Something like that. There's a lot of those bros. But if we look back up here, so there was a little bit of an overwhelming amount there, but on the minimalistic side, they had guns, whereas on the other side of things, the units had teeth. So when you have guns versus teeth, you get one of two things. You get some fancy new hip-hop style where you actually drill holes through your teeth to make it look like they've been riddled with bullets in before that style happens. Or you get a bunch of dead guys and some happy Marines with some pretty kill counter. One. No. Oh, there's two. Where's that two guys? Here's a 3-kill Marauder. What were the Marauders doing killing all the Zerglings? How's that even happen? They were just getting lucky last hits in. Quit last hitting me, bro. Oh my god. I just double clicked on a creep tumor.
Yeah.
A very a very exciting thing happened after that.
Yeah, that was all you. You're doing like creep expansion. You may not know it.
That must be. There's a few overlords. Every time they move around on top of this green foliage, I want to turn my foliage down. So I'm going to set the pornograph a little too high. I'd like to see something happen over here. Looks like this is slowly taking care of business, but apart from that, not all that much. Once again, always a happy little dude. Speaking of nothing happened before the 7-minute mark.
Silence.
How about that 13-minute mark?
I've never said I was good at Zerg.
I love it when we off race. There's absolutely no talk going on at any given point.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant to offer more narration today, but I just concentrating.
Really? Did you actually plan to offer more narration?
Yeah.
That would be exciting if I
worse.
knew that was your plan. So if you
Yeah,
look at
and
the two,
This didn't work out that way.
that's sort of the two views here. So Griff's side of things, pretty spacious, pretty good. Getting a good idea as to what's going on. Oh, and on UCMOP side, kind of the same style story.
Uh-oh.
There's
I have a problem. I'm down to 2 frames per second.
well, you know what that means. Time for Griff to attack. Oh, he slowed down the game. Ripping his hamstrings. He's weak. Although, oh, poor things. Poor things. Oh,
no.
Gets 9 kills. 1 Widow Mine shot gets 9. A little bit of, oh, and the units get accidentally separated, but it almost turns out to that guy Griff's advantage because now he's got a bit of a pincer attack on the remainder of the units, but there weren't enough units left to pincer. Oh, these medevacs are helping out an awful lot and getting caught out here on this Widow Mine with 9 kills. Excellent things happening there. Army supplies taking quite a fall there. The units killed. The workers killed is pretty exciting. Have I missed a whole lot of worker killings?
That whole mineral line?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The Zerglings that I just watched do that. And then I sort of moved back. Well, you got 28. So that means that your worker supply is now even.
I haven't really been making workers.
No. We do the same thing as Zerg. We think, oh, now I'll make some buildings, and now I'll do some other cool stuff, and now how many workers do I've got? What do you mean 4?
Yeah, I'm not used to the larva being workers as well.
Yep. It's a weird mindset to get into. But, yeah. Meanwhile, UCMOP seems to be pretty good at switching up his mindset to each of the races. Got a pretty good idea as to what it takes to win.
That seems like a slightly generous assessment, but yeah,
No,
I'll take your word for it.
I'm not being generous. I'm just saying that when you play as Terran, you're all like, okay, as Terran, I need to remember this. Like, I'm just getting into the fact that I need to remember to make supply depots when I play as Terran. I think that's why I was kind of successful today. Oh, UCMOP coming in against the last of that guy Griff's units, and I think there are enough Marines under these medevacs to take care of
This is just not going to end well.
Mutalisks, and now he's wandering in. Neither player worrying about any kind of detection, so we're not seeing a scan or a
There we
raven, and we're
go.
not seeing any overseers
GG.
from that guy Griff. Pretty straight up fight.
Yeah, I totaled yet again.
72 APM. Hot.
I try.
Oh, look at that RV battle. The Zerg spike rushes into the Terran wall. Well, if you or anyone in your household watched all of this, please leave a comment down below, or you can leave you can send us an email to contact@LimeNotLemon.com, or you can follow us on Twitter @NotLemon. There is more where that came from.